So your homework. Oh, can everybody open their cameras? Okay. Welcome back to class, guys, and I hope you had a good day. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. You don't have to find 5 examples, you just have to give me 1 or 2. I'll start first. So one example of an economic decision that I made was basically not eating chips because my teeth are still dying. And so another one is to practice the piano for a little bit. I also practice the kazoo because why not? So who wants to continue the conversation? Candace? Candace and then Alvin.
I did my physics homework.
That's good. Who's I said was going to? Oh yeah, Alvin.
I made a decision to not eat McDonald's for dinner.
Would you think that's good or bad for you? Having McDonald's for dinner?
Having McDonald's is bad for me because it's unhealthy,
Yeah, but it sure tastes good.
but it's not good for my health.
It's not good for your health. So, see, who wants to go next?
One economic decision I make is choosing to do my homework now versus later.
That's a good one. And is that good or bad for you?
That's good for me because it takes away a lot of the stress I have.
And you won't get in trouble if you forget to do it.
In the morning, instead of like sleeping in, I decided to wake up earlier and go swimming.
Oh, you do swimming?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like swim competitively or just for fun?
I used to swim competitively, but since I have like other sports, now it's just exercise.
Swimming is one of the best sports. I do swimming. Swimming, it's a great sport. It's said to be the great sport because you get like the zero gravity, all the zero gravity, but none of the impact. Except for if you fall in the water. I mean, I've had that happen to me a couple times.
I did my homework right after I came home from school.
That's a good one. You're still in school?
Yeah.
In America, school has been let out, at least for most schools. And last but not least, Shiwen. Also, if I'm not pronouncing your names correctly, please let me know.
Like doing my homework when I get home, the second I get home from school, and practicing my instruments.
What instruments do you play?
Piano and violin.
Cool. I play piano. And do you think if you had to choose, would schoolwork or would instrument come first?
Schoolwork, because it's a lot more important.
So if you would choose that one over the other one, it would be another economic decision. All right. So let's see. So now we have this video. Oh, and also, if you guys didn't know this, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Atticus W. I only have 40 subscribers. I'll post the link in the chat if you want. And oops, one. Alvin, you've probably seen this channel before. And basically it's important because every lesson is going to be recorded. And I'm going to blur, your names are not going to be announced, though you can if you want. But basically, I'm going to post everything on there, all the recordings of the videos, and the videos over here are going to be there. So if you want to get a bit of a head start and basically like not pay attention during class, though you probably should, you can come over here and watch them. Also, this camp is dedicated to helping the Ukraine refugees. So every dollars, all the tuition that your parents have paid will go straight to helping the Ukrainian refugees. So basically, just by attending this course, you're probably going to save a life. Onto the video.
Investing
It's basically the same
explained for
thing. It's the same thing on screen, so you guys don't have to worry.
teens, 4 buckets. The first step to investing is developing a mindset that is compatible with your money goal. To do this, you have to think about where you should allocate your money, and the rule of thumb is not to keep all your eggs in one basket. Instead, we designate it into different categories or buckets. Money to spend, money to save, donations, investments, spending. Basically, there are two types of expenses, fixed ones and variable ones. A fixed expense is one that can't change based on what happens later in the year. It might be rent or mortgage payments, or a car loan or lease. On the other hand, a variable expense could change. You might only shop at Costco when there's a sale, like buying groceries or clothing. Saving. The second bucket is saving. Savings are great because they collect money over time. However, unlike spending money, savings are intended to be put someplace where the savings can't grow right away, and this is what makes them different from investing your money. Donate. The third bucket is optional but recommended. It's a bucket you use your money to give back. Giving to charity goes a lot further than just making someone happy. It can also help save you some cash on taxes, too. Investing. Bucket number 4 is what we are discussing in this program, investing. Money put into this bucket is expected to grow over time. Investing can be risky, but that's why you need to make it work for you. A little money could lead to a big windfall, helping your future self even more than it helps your present self. Money goes to this bucket should be prioritized. Over the long term, this is the bucket which will help you to reach wealth. A rule of thumb is to put at least 10% of the money you make into your investment bucket. We have 4 buckets to work with: spend, save, donate, and invest. Imagine the money we put in these 4 buckets as water. The water in the spending and donation buckets will be less since we are using the water. Even the water in the savings bucket will evaporate over time, due to something called inflation, a term meaning that the same amount of money's buying power goes down over time. Bucket number 4, investing, is different. This is the bucket sitting under a rain gutter. When it rains, the bucket gets more water. When done right, these positive investments actually add in enough water to refill the other 3 buckets. Remember, prioritize filling your investment bucket with at least 10% of your income, and it will help you out by filling the other buckets.
All right, welcome back to Earth, guys. So now we have questions or discussions about the video. And basically, you guys just have to participate. And you don't have to ask 3 questions, you just have to say something like 3 times or 3 times in total. So who'd like to begin? About something that they agreed with or disagreed with, or something that they are confused on?
What's the difference between saving and investing?
Saving? I'm glad you asked. Because saving, it's, if we use the buckets example, I put water in a bucket and I leave it there, just in case I need some water. Investing is if I put the water into a Dyson sphere and have the Dyson sphere generate more and more water through its anomalous ways.
That is an amazing example.
Yes, thank you. This is one of my better ones. But basically, investing gets you more over time. It makes money make money. Well, savings is just like stuffing the money under your bed.
But then usually when we save, we put in a bank account, and the bank account's generating money for us too.
Yeah, that's interest. But because it's not actually saving. It may say saving on the account, but basically what the bank is doing is it's taking your money, say you have $100. This is how much they owe you, and this is how much they have. So basically you know how banks have loans? So they give out like 90% of that as loans. And basically the interest that you get is basically just a thank you for, they're paying you for borrowing your money. So your money is making money. That's a good question. Anybody else?
The saving would be more like putting in a piggy bank where nobody gives you money. It's just there.
It's just there. All right, Sean?
The video mentions that if you donate, it can help you save some money on taxes. How does that work?
So I doubt you guys are old enough to understand how taxes work or need to worry about taxes, but basically, wait, wrong drawing. Basically, there is something called tax deductible donations, where if you donate, you can deduct it from your taxes. And I don't know how it works, but we could look it up. So basically, you can deduct up to $300 per person rather than per tax return. So you could donate money, I guess. Bless you. So donation to the government or any approved local authority, institution, or association to be utilized for promoting family planning, the sponsorship of sports and games. So wait, that's in India, but I'm sure it's similar in the US. So basically, if you give money to the United States, you don't have to give money to the United States. Just in a different way. So if I donate money to the Red Cross, which is owned by the government, then I don't have to pay as much in taxes. So I'm not an expert on this. You can go look it up and find some more information about it. Anybody else? Is there anything you disagree with? Is there an example of this that you see in your life? Ethan? Oh, oh yeah, you're in a car. So, Ethan, if I do a tax deductible donation, do I pay the same at the end? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but most of the times it's equal, or so I've heard. Good question. I invested all the money I had, which isn't the smartest decision. Is this you actually did?
Wait, what?
Did you actually invest all your money?
Yeah, but I don't have that much money. That's not that much.
How much money did you invest?
It was 500.
500. Well, did you invest it in the right thing?
Well, Well, it was like my parents wanted me to invest in this like particular stock. I was like, okay, I'll do it, and it's kind of going down, but it's like
Which stock is it? Sorry,
GM,
GM.
General Motors.
Ah, okay. When did you start investing?
It was at like 56.
Is it 56? So if it was at 56, it would be somewhere around, looks like January, late January.
I think I invested earlier. It went up and down and up and down, so it was like last year.
December? Late December?
Maybe. Yeah, I think it was around that time.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a good investment.
But it's more like my
You
parents
may
said,
have lost half your money if you keep investing in it.
yeah, that's true.
You
That's
may.
okay. It'll just be a long-term thing, and it's okay if the money goes away. Because
Well,
just
if you keep it for 4 or 5 more years, it will probably go up and you'll probably make a profit.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
There was one time where I invested, let's see, was it $10,000 in a truck stock, and I made $3,000 in a month.
That's pretty good.
So I don't remember which class. Hold on. On Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on Thursday, we will go over ways to find good stocks. And we will skim the surface on Wednesday and we'll dive deep on Thursday. So next up, thinking smart about money. So how many of you have ever had money troubles before? I know I have. Whether it's like not having enough money to pay off your friend's debt, or not having enough money to buy the things you want, or subconsciously spending too much money. How do we think smart about money, and how does thinking smart about money impact us? Can anybody speculate an answer to these questions? Set budgets, yes, that's a good one. You guys don't have to raise your hand. You guys can unmute and say whatever you want. So, Iris, you have a good point. Set budgets. But let's start with the second question. Thinking smart about money is a very important basis to the economy and your personal life. Many people aren't thinking smart about money, and that can cause them problems. And so how do we think smart about money? So there's the 4 buckets one, and well, it doesn't have to be just the 4 buckets. It could be 3 buckets, it could be 5, it could be any number of buckets, just depending on how you want to organize your money that works the best for you. So we will explore 2 good citizens, both good in different ways. One good rule is to save at least 20% of your money, but it's recommended to save a lot more, like 35 to 50%. I'm doing 40% right now. And well, I just started, so I don't know how well it works out for me. But basically in the future, you guys should at least try out a couple different methods and see which money saving or thinking smart about money method works the best for you. So here comes our example. So we have Alice and Bob. Say hi to Alice and Bob. And so they have identical paychecks, $10,000 a week, which is a little higher than the average American paycheck. So Alice spends $8,000 on her essentials like groceries, bills, rent, etc., and saves $2,000 in the bank. Bob, on the other hand, spends $10,000. Wait, that should be $2,000. Hold on. Actually, Bob spends $8,000. Bob spends $8,000 on his essentials, groceries, bills, rent, etc., same as Alice, and spends the $2,000 for fun, like partying, movies, dates with Alice. After 1 year, Alice has saved $104,000. $104,000 in the bank, and can now use this to buy something expensive she wants, even though she skipped out on a lot of fun. After 1 year, Bob has saved exactly $0,000 in the bank and cannot buy something expensive he wants, but he had a lot of fun. Right now, which one do you think is the better person? It's probably Alice, right? You're thinking, well, she saves the $2,000, so that means she can use this to buy something expensive she wants, or have some emergency funds to fall back on, while Bob does not. So if we take a little bit of a deeper look, pros and cons. Alice has money to spend on something big at the end of the year, and Bob does not have money to spend on something big at the end of the year. However, Alice could not buy small things for herself or have fun. However, Bob could. Alice can get the bank interest to increase her money, but only by a little bit though. Bob cannot get the bank interest to increase money. And here's a big one. Alice does not benefit the economy much, while Bob benefits the economy. How do you think spending the $2,000 instead of saving it benefits the economy?
Um,
How do you think spending $2,000 instead of saving it benefits the economy?
well, if you spend the money, then there's more money in circulation then when there's more money in circulation, I guess if everyone is saving the money, then that means that everyone will have to I'm not quite sure.
You're onto something. You're going in the right direction. Because if everybody saves their money, there's not going to be much money in circulation. You got that part down. And so I think what you're trying to hit on is that when people save all their money, there's not going to be enough money in circulation. So the economy is not going to be moving. So there's not going to be as many transactions. And so Bob is doing his part by going to all those wild parties, going on those big, I guess, trips, stuff, and he is benefiting the economy. So in conclusion, what might we learn from this? Iris.
Benefiting yourself doesn't necessarily benefit the economy.
What else can we learn? Tungi, what might we learn from this example? Is there one type of lifestyle that is better than the other?
No.
No?
Not necessarily.
Yep. So we learned that you can choose any lifestyle you want, but to keep in mind the pros and cons. And the best is actually to choose a lifestyle in the middle. If I spend $8,000 on my essentials, save $1,000, and spend $1,000, I will both help the economy while having fun, while earning the benefits of bank interest while having some emergency funds. Sorry, my teeth. So everybody is different. So try out different combinations and see how well they work for you whenever you get a chance to do so, of course. You could also look online and find out some more strategies on the best ways to save your money and best ways to manage basically your money. So is there anyone who is saving money right now, like knows what they're doing?
Yeah, I got some money in the bank, although I'm not sure if that counts as saving.
That is saving. Saving is just keeping money anywhere, any amount of money anywhere. Well, any positive amount of money. Sean?
I also have money in the bank.
So keep going, sorry.
Is it still technically saving if you keep money in, say, like a piggy bank?
Yeah, it's saving. So do you guys save all your money or do you put some aside to spend on like toys and games? Sean?
I set aside like a little that I let myself spend, but I typically don't spend a lot of money.
Are you saving up for something?
Not really. I just don't know what to do with my money.
That's good. Having more
I
money
used-
than you need is very good. Shiwen,
I used to have money in my bank too.
used to?
I still do.
Oh, you do?
In my bank account, I used to have $95 in there.
Oh, wow. 5 more and it'll be 100. Do you spend money or do you save all of it?
Save it.
You save it all?
Yeah. Unless whenever
good.
the ice cream truck's around.
Of course. Ice cream truck always rips me off. Literally $5 a pop. So basically, what I found works for me is I put 60% of my money. Wait, no, not 60%. 40% of my money in savings. That is a great 40%. And then I put 30% into emergency funds. I'll just draw the emergency sign. That is a great emergency sign. And $30 for spending, even though I have no idea what to spend it on. So it's basically just savings as well. So actually, I'm not buying anything right now. So technically, I'm saving 100% of it. But if I want to buy something, it'll be there. So I suggest you guys have a chart that looks somewhat like this so that you guys have savings, emergency funds, and some spending money if you want to buy some stuff. That's not the ice cream truck. All right, so now it's time for the seminar. So today's topic is how do you organize your money? And I'm pretty sure we went over that already. And this question, it's not just for the people who have money or are saving money. How would you organize your money? Or if you had a lot of money, how would you organize it? Let's take a moment to think. Say I give you all $100,000. What would you guys do with this? Sean?
The video advises that you like put aside 10% of the money to invest with. So I would do that. I think I would also like leave 10,000 to donate maybe. 20,000.
That may be a little bit too much because, well, the only thing I've ever donated was like $15 and like a pint of blood. So
yeah.
I'm not exactly a Scrooge, but I'm not exactly Mr. Generous either. So Alvin says spend 20%, save the rest, I guess. Invest 15 to 20% in stocks and donate 10 to 15%. That's a good plan. Though you might want to dumb down the donations to about 5% and put that into stocks. One says try 5 to 10%, then save the rest. Try as in investing or as in saving? I think saving, it may be a little bit too much to save. And there's also the other two buckets. Basically, remember we have the 4 buckets. Let me just draw them again. Yes, those are totally buckets. Spend, save, donate, and invest. So how would you guys divide your money among these 4 categories? Try writing it down and then posting it in the chat and then discuss. All right, so let's see what we have. So Iris says, depends on what I'm spending, budget for spending $10, 10%, save 57%, invest 30%, and donate 3%. That's a solid plan. Though I think you might want to allocate a little bit more for spending, because that would only be, wait, $10,000 is still a lot of money. Teng Yi says, spend 10 to 20%, save 40 to 50%, donate 5%, and invest 25%. Does that add up? Yeah, that adds up, I think. Wait, that's only 90%. Yeah, you still have 10% left to go, Teng Yi. I suggest that would go half towards saving, if it's in 40, and half towards investing. Though if saving is already 50%, put it all into investing. Candace says, invest 50%, save 30%, 5% donate, and 15% spend. Yeah, that's really good. Spending was within the good range. Investing might be a bit much. I'd say from 40 to 50% you might invest. And Sean, 15% spend, 70% save, 5% donate, 10% invest. You might want to put a little bit of the money from the savings into investment and like put 40% into investing and 40% to save. And for all you guys looking at the YouTube video, please, you guys can comment down below and have other people, I guess, rate your stats. Okay, so does anybody have any questions or want any more clarification? So based off of what you've heard, do you think you can make one? So while Ethan's typing, all you people who don't have money saved, do you guys earn money or do you guys just spend it all? Or do you guys earn money and spend it all, or do you guys just don't earn money? Oh, Iris, what is the $500 processing fee?
I don't know. The check I got it wasn't exactly 500. It was like a little lower because there is some processing fee or something.
Wait, so you get checks?
No, it was like a one-time like earn money thing.
Oh. So guess just get them to pay you in paper money.
I don't think that was a choice.
Well, if you're going to work for that employer again, I guess, then use an alternate form of payment.
I don't think I'm gonna work with. No, it was like it's like a ad thing, so it's like you just pay it for once.
Ah. So Ethan says 2.5% donate, 22.5% save, 45% invest, and 30% spend. Does that add up? 75. Yeah, that adds up. That seems a lot less than what I usually see. That's solid. Donate 2.5%. That's spot on. Save 22.5. Invest 45%, spend 30%. Yeah, I think Ethan's might be the solidest one out of all of us. Though the ones that you guys have might be that work the best for you. We'll just erase everything. So your homework, well, what time is it? 8:45. So your homework due Tuesday is to find five. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to update the homework. Hold on.
Why do you let me on mute?
Oh, that was probably from
You
before.
let
Okay, well, this is the new homework, not this. So, how about this? Find 2 or 3 examples of stocks that you want to take a look at. You guys can like post them in the chat right now. And we can go take a look at their graphs right now. It could be like a mainstream stock. It could be like a meme stock. It could be cryptocurrency. Heck, I'd even take a monkey, you know, the NFTs. I don't think there's a no. Ferrari. Ferrari stonk. All right, so here's the 1-day chart. The 1-day chart is not reliable. You actually look at least the 6-month chart or the years-to-date chart. Alvin says down. Yeah, you do have a point. It's been going down ever since November of last year. Or down, up, down, down, up, down. Yeah, I guess you're right. There has been a down, up, down. But I don't think it's going to change. I think it's going to stay down for a bit, then rise up from basically, let me rephrase this. It's going to rise up as the economy rises up out of like the recession that we've been having. So, see any other stocks? No. Wait, hold on. Is there an NFT stock or NFT prices in general? NFT price. Okay. Trading volume. That's not good. NFTs have been going down like a lot. Yep, there's the big spike. And then down it goes. Right there. See, this is why NFTs are not really a good option to buy because they are extremely volatile. You never know what's going to happen. Like there was a flat period for what, 5 months, spikes, goes all the way up to like 4,000 times and drops back down even lower. Why are they only $1 even at the top? They're not even $1. They're like 81 cents. But basically, I think it's just all the NFT prices added together, put into an average. Because there are some NFTs that are worth like $3 million, but most of them are like buy 50 for 1 cent. Like the $3 million monkey. Like, I don't even know what's so good about this one. It doesn't look good at all. Like, there's a guy who paid $3 million to own this picture. I mean, how stupid can you guys be? I mean, I guess some people like that. I mean, there's the baby, what is it called? The Beanie Babies? That happened. My sister has a couple of these. My sister's any other stocks you guys want me to look at? Books? That's interesting. The only one I can think of off my head is Barnes and Noble. Do they have a stock? Probably not. Wait. They do have a stock. That's interesting. They've been kind of going downwards in the last year. Maybe it's from the recession. It's probably from the recession we've been having. But it looks like it had a big drop in around December. Oil, like Shell. Okay, oil prices. Oil prices, you can just see this. Yeah, there's been a lot of oil price. There it is. No, scroll. Okay. 1 month. Only thing they have is a month. 25 years. Okay, good. Let's bump it down to 5 years. Ooh, yeah, like there. I remember that. When oil prices were so low, that people are literally getting paid to buy them. Like they were so low, it was like, here, if you buy, like their prices were negative. That's what their price was. See, it's like negative $15. Like every barrel that you take, I will pay you $15 to take it. And that's because oil, it takes a lot of stuff to like keep it. And so basically, sorry, allergies. Basically just storing it takes a lot of money. And if the oil prices go all the way down to the part where it's not an economic decision to keep them, then they will pay you to get rid of it. Oil, like Shell. So if you invest, you'll get $15. Well, if you bought it when it was negative 15, and if you sold it when it bounced back up to 0, you would make $15 for every gallon that you bought and subsequently sold. But if you bought it at negative 15 and being the lucky duck that you are, sold it at 121, which is the highest price, you would make, what's 121 plus 15? You would make $136 off of every barrel that you bought and subsequently sold. So yeah, oil is a very tricky business. Prices have gone really up ever since, like, what, it was the politics stuff. I don't remember. I teach investing, not economics. Wait, I do teach economics. I don't teach politics. Anything else you guys want me to look at? is it? Paint. That's interesting. Number one paint company. Sherwin-Williams. Stunk. Paint doesn't look too good. I mean, it does look good on your wall, but it doesn't make sense for you to buy it. That's a big curve. See that curve? I'm going to do a little bit of technical analysis here. Yeah. So you guys see these two lines that I drew? So basically, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in, I think, 2 or 3 days. So basically, this line is called the ceiling because it's the top. And this line is called the floor because it's on the bottom. And see how they converge just to a single point right here? And see how they're getting squeezed in? And see how the line is bouncing in between them? Well, it's not that the line is bouncing in between them. It's like we're drawing it. So it looks like the line is bouncing in between. And when this finally breaks the line, that's when we know it's time to invest. And so we might draw another floor here. How we draw the floors is basically we connect all the low points. And so we can see, it's a little bit. So we can see here that basically this thing is going to go up. And basically, if it goes anywhere below this, it might be the time to basically sell the stock and make a profit before the money drops. And if it's going up like this and it breaks out, the newest ceiling will become the next floor. So we're going to talk a lot more about that in about 2 or 3 days. But until then, just you guys can look it up online for more information. So, hey, that's interesting. Let's see, how about from somebody we haven't really heard from? Sean, do you have any stocks that we could take a look at?
No.
Think of any big company.
Amazon?
Amazon. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, Amazon doesn't seem to be doing pretty well. It's gone down, down, down. But it seems to be coming back up. It's got this W shape. I don't remember what that means. You could probably look it up. I'm too lazy to do it right now. You can see that from like, what is this, 2017? It has risen up. Now I don't know what this gradient underneath means, but it probably means that it's the highest it's ever been. And you can see that in 2020 through 2021, it's gone up by, I think, 50%. And for a big company like that, that's huge. And so one reason I think that is because that's when COVID happened. Remember COVID? Stupid COVID. And so in COVID, nobody could go outside. So that means nobody could go buy stuff. So Amazon was the online store. And so when people couldn't go to real life stores, they went to online stores. So I'm guessing that's why this part right here went up by 67%. Wait, hold on. Wait, 73% in 1 year. And so if you have a company that goes up to 73% in 1 year, that's going to be a jackpot for you. Oh, and it looks like we're almost out of time. Electric cars, like Tesla. I think Tesla is the only company in the market for electric cars, actually. But recently Tesla bought Facebook, so that's well, not wait, hold on, not Tesla. Elon Musk bought Twitter. That's what it was. I think it was either one of those two. But basically, the stock's going to be a little wavy, and then it's going to basically come down to 1 point, and then come back to where it's supposed to be, because the free market, which is the economic system we're in, is pretty much almost always self-correcting. So your homework is to just think of a couple more stocks like that and present it to me tomorrow. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this class, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.